Here is our 1930 Ford Model A. It's a four-door sedan. I'm not sure of the exact name.
It's a Briggs.
It's called a Briggs?
Uh-huh. It's a four-door Briggs.
My dad says it's a four-door Briggs. But I wanted to show you the inside of it. I'm gonna have to turn on my light here. There we go. So my dad's got the inside of this all cleaned out because he's redoing the upholstery on it. But this is amazing. I'm not familiar with these Model A's, but you can just look and see. I mean, everything is wood. Let me open up this other door. I mean, you look at the inside of this door, and the frame is just all made of just solid wood. I mean, everything is all just wood. You look back in here, everything wood. The whole frame of the whole vehicle is just wood. Wood here, everything. But the thing that I think is amazing about this, like I say, I don't know much about Model A's, but you just look around, and we've known that this is a pretty original car. When I say original, I mean last time it was running was back in the 60s or probably in the 70s, I think. I made a video of us when we started it and drove it around for the first time after we rebuilt the engine. But you look inside here, everything is so solid, and there's no rust down inside here. This is underneath the front seat where the seat pan would go. I mean, everything is just so rust free. I mean, even back in these corners, he's cleaning everything out. He's gonna put a little bit of rust kind of neutralizer or inhibitor kind of in the corners here, because you can see there is a little bit of surface rust, but I mean, that's still completely solid. And I don't know, he did use some hardwood here, and he had to reinforce these bows on the ceiling because someone had done that in the past, probably the last time it was fixed. And you can see that there's a few little cracks. I mean, this bow was cracking, and so he's had to go in and he's used wood glue and bonded these hardwood kind of helpers. I'll see right there, it's broken. So he's trying to reinforce the ceiling. But anyway, if you've never seen the inside of a Model A, the construction, I guess, of how it was built, here it is. This right here, there's a switch that was right there, and it runs that dome light in the back, and we have the cover for that dome light wherever it is. But it works. Everything seems to work. But just amazing how this was built. So everything's here. We've got a whole bunch of extra parts that we found inside of it when we were cleaning it out. There's like some side lights, just a whole bunch of Model A parts. I mean, just basically this whole shelf and this whole shelf are all Model A parts. What's that? Some sort of voltage regulator or a wiper motor or something? I don't know.
I think this is an electric wiper motor.
Yeah.
But
just a whole bunch of stuff. It's kind of crazy. My dad is right in the middle of reupholstering the old Ford Model A over there. I've put some videos up of that in the past. And these are the seats that were in it. Dad, which seat is this?
That's front seat.
That was the seat that was in the front.
Yeah,
that's not correct.
It's just a mess. It doesn't fit. And I wanted to get it original.
And you had these, so this is an original.
That's an original front seat base there.
What's this?
And that's also an original front seat base, and this is the back, and this is the one that is messed up. So I'm robbing springs from this is a back seat base. I'm robbing springs here, putting them in here because this is a very difficult piece to find.
This is the front seat backrest.
Backrest. It goes right in there.
Okay. And this seat that you're robbing from, this is a rear seat.
Rear seat base.
Rear seat base, and you have an extra one of those.
Yeah, this is an extra.
And they're
So I'm hoping it works. Actually, these springs, here's the problem. That old car was vandalized and somebody ripped all the original seats out of it and vandalized the upholstery all around it. It was a terrible mess. So the previous owner, which is my son-in-law's dad, whose car this was, he went to a junkyard that was once a junkyard. It was the end of the Topeka airport. It was the runway, out in the runway, and there was an old Model A that was kind of buried in the trash. And he got into it and took these seats out of that old Model A.
And this is back in the 80s?
Yeah. Yeah, late 80s.
And you said that you really enjoy doing automotive seats?
This is, no. This is the worst thing. I want to get it done and see if I can get the upholstery done on that. I would much rather work on tractors. There's just absolutely no question about it. I mean, look, a seat right there. 1 hour, and that seat is done. Look at this mess. Oh well.
And it's just you're replacing these broken springs like this one?
Yeah.
Well,
Trying to replace them. This is the back seat that I fabricated.
oh, you put that one back together? That's the rear. That's the backrest. The backrest for the rear seat, and you've had to go in and
this I had to
weld everything together.
Shorten this one right here and bring it in so it would fit. So this is the rear seat, and this is the front
And here's the front seat.
that I put together. I had to replace some springs along here. I took them out of an extra one there, so that this is the backrest for the front seat. So I got to upholster that, but that'll be after I get all the interior walls done. So the interior is going to be, the interior walls are going to be probably the most difficult. The seats won't be all that bad. And I have all the panels right here. These are all the various panels for the interior.
So we're in the process of doing that.
Yeah.
These are the rear curved panels that he's been bending and getting them to shape.
Windows. So, just gotta go to work.
There it is. Anyway, I thought you might enjoy seeing that. That, you know, let us know what you think, if there's any Model A experts out there on what you should or shouldn't do on the interior here, where we've got it so cleaned out. What are some things that we need to be aware of or cognizant of, and we can address those right now while we've got everything cleaned out. So, anyway, thanks for tuning in.